If you're not using some type of project management system in your business, I can guarantee you are losing so much time and potentially so much money. Before I had everything all in one place, I felt like my brain was going in a million different directions. And now that we have this system in place, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing every single day. I know exactly when I'm done and I can stop work and be fully present with my children and my husband. And it just gives me peace of mind that everything is running smoothly. All of the systems in my business are working as they should. And I just do what I need to do and get out of there. So I'm going to be showing you Asana. Asana is our favorite project management tool. I love it because it's free. There's a free version. We have a paid version that I'm going to show you, but honestly, the reason that we got the paid version is so embarrassing, and I'll tell you that at the end of the video. But the free version worked for us for years. It allows everyone on my team to be on the same page. However, I would have used this as just a solo entrepreneur because it helps me organize all of the different pieces of an online business, and it also helps me organize my personal life. My husband and I use it to help each other stay on task with things. So let me just go ahead and show you the inside of our Asana, and let me show you the beauty of organization. Okay, so here is Asana. This is what it looks like. And when I first log into Asana, I have all of my tasks that I'm supposed to do that day right here in front of me. Another reason why I love Asana is there's a free app for my phone. I use that app all the time. So when I wake up in the morning, first I do my devotion. I hear God telling me, God first, me first. Then I check my Asana before my email, before anything else, because I want to know, where am I going today? I don't know if you've ever sat down at your computer as an entrepreneur and thought, what am I doing today? What am I supposed to be doing? What's the next best thing that I can do to make money? And a lot of times, before I had systems in place, I was just doing things to do them and just to check something off my list. And back then I had a paper list, not a digital list. And I didn't feel like I had intention and purpose behind the decisions in my business. And I didn't feel like every decision that I made was a money-making decision. And now I do, and it helps me so much. So this is just kind of like the overview that I see. So these are all the tasks that I'm supposed to be doing today. So workout. So yes, I put personal things on there too. Then I have some YouTube videos, one of them, which I'm doing right now, that I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm going to show you each individual project. So we have a YouTube project, we have a podcast project, we have a project for our launches. I'm going to show you those in a second, but I can look at just my tasks, and then I can also look at the project as a whole and see what's coming up. What are other team members doing? What's the overall goal of this thing that we're working on? So inside here, so this is the one that I'm working on right now, Asana tutorial for project management success. So I can look in here. It tells me who it's assigned to, me, when it's due. If I wanted to write any like description about, what's going on, hey, blah, 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 make sure to do this. I can do that. And then I can add someone to my team to this task, and we can comment back and forth. So let's say that I'm struggling to come up with the content for this video. I can add someone on my team and say, hey, can you help me go back and forth on this? We can add comments back and forth to see how we can best accomplish this task together. Let me delete that before I'm like, what was I doing? So I have all of my tasks here, and then it also shows me my tasks for tomorrow, and then the next 7 days, and then on into the next 30 days. All right. Now, I also have an inbox where I get questions. So questions from my team, people can message. So this allows us to not have to have email or like be communicating in other ways. Everything is inside here. So if you're a solopreneur and you don't have anyone on your team yet, I say go ahead and get started with Asana and get to know it. And then as you add a VA, as you add other people, you can add them to your Asana, and then you can communicate everything right here. Okay, now let me go into some of the projects that we do with Asana. So one of the big things I do in my business is online course launches. So let me show you that because we're gearing up to do one right now. So this is our project for online course launches. So it says TRA March 2025 launch, and you can do little icons. You can do different colors. So my online business manager, Emily, she organizes all of this for me and makes sure everything is perfectly amazing in here. But I did this before she did. She just kind of took it over because organization is her jam, which I love. So you can do colors and different icons here. Then you can view projects in different ways. And a project is just like an umbrella, a bucket of something you're working on. So we have a YouTube project. We have an Instagram project. We have a podcast project. And then we have a launch project, plus other projects that you see over here. We have a lot of different projects. So with our launches, right now the way we have it organized is pre-launch, launch, post-launch, and then anything internal. And all of our tasks are in here. We assign them to whoever it needs to be assigned to by date. We can color code them based on kind of like what they're related to. So if it's email, it's yellow. If it's like an event, it's this green color. If it's Instagram, it's red. If it's related to the free challenge that we're doing as part of our launch, it's pink. So everything is nice and color coded. The Facebook group is blue. And I can see everything that's going on during pre-launch. Some of these are grayed out because they're already checked out. Then I can see launch, post-launch, and I can scroll, and then any internal operations. So that's one view, but you could also view it as a calendar, which makes my heart happy. And I told you guys I was going to tell you why we upgraded to the premium. This is why, so you can color code. I don't know why the color code option is not available on the free. It actually may be now, but it wasn't when we upgraded. So I upgraded just so that we could color code things because it makes my heart happy to see this. It really does. There's other things that you can do. You can do lists. So instead of having like the columns, this is more of just like lists of tasks organized by pre-launch. And then there's launch, post-launch. So it's kind of however your brain works, you can make Asana fit your brain, which I like. There's other ones too that we haven't really gotten into that much. Actually, my business manager, Emily, just kind of started doing this, and I'll show you a little bit more about this. But this is where you can automate things where when something is checked off, it automates another task being assigned to someone. It's really cool. I'll show you that in a second. There's a dashboard with kind of like the data. So if I'm thinking like, okay, how's this launch going? Like 47 tasks are complete, but we still have 64 incomplete tasks. It's just kind of an overview of the progress of the launch. Then we can have messages specifically related to just this project. And it kind of just keeps all of the different messages that are going on between my team organized in one place. So if I'm like, I messaged Emily a couple of weeks ago about something related to the launch. I can't remember exactly. Let me go in the launch project, go into the messages, and then I can find it. And then you can also upload files here. So if there's any like Google Doc, sometimes we upload SOPs, which are Google Docs. SOPs are like systems in our business. So if we had a system about how we answered customer emails, I could upload that file here and it would be there for my team. So lots of different cool things that you can do with the project. So let me also show you some of our other projects. So YouTube is an ongoing project. It's not like a time-based project. So it's something that we are always doing. And how we have YouTube organized is internal operations and then episodes to record, episodes to edit, and then completed. Now, once they're completed, we have it filtered so that it only shows as incomplete, but let me just show you both. Let's see, let me just clear it and let's show you everything. So now you see the episodes that are edited and the episodes that are complete, and you can drag and drop tasks into here. So once I record it, then I can drag and drop it into the edit, and now the person that edits our videos knows, okay, this is in the edited file. Now I need to edit it, or the edited column, I guess. And then once everything is done, then Emily drags it into complete. I hope Emily doesn't get mad for me for moving all these around. Now, Emily has done some really cool automations here, and I don't fully understand them, but I'm going to try to explain. So let me just go into one of our episodes. So each card is one YouTube video. It's one episode, okay? So we have YT, so that we know it's YouTube. We have the date that we're going to publish it, and then we have the title of the video. So then I'm going to open it up here, and we have who it's assigned to. Emily assigns it to herself so that she knows when everything is done, because she kind of like makes sure everything is checked off. So then she has each episode organized into subtasks, and there's categories for the subtasks. So pre-recording, that will be before I record the episode. I research the topic, and then she creates a Google folder in our Google Drive so that I can put the episode, I can put the cover photo, and anything else, the transcript that we need. And that's an easy way to access for our team. And then we have the recording. So I record the episode, I upload it to Loom, I add the transcript and the video to Google Drive, then I create a thumbnail. All those are assigned to me. And then we send it off to our video editor, we write a description, we schedule it in YouTube, and then we schedule it in WordPress. Here are comments down below. If I have any comments that I want to say to our team, then I can add those here. And so she has automations where I believe once I record something or once I complete like a certain amount of tasks, then it will go ahead and allow the next person to start that task. So sometimes it will say, let me see one that I haven't done. So let's see this one. So I haven't recorded this yet. So let me just check here. So because I haven't recorded this episode yet, then it says that the video editor can't actually edit it because I haven't actually recorded it yet. See how the recording part is not checked off. But once I check those off, then Emily has automated it with the workflow to then assign it to the next people when we have it checked off, which is a really cool feature, and I'm really glad that she did that. She also has added some tags. So she created these tags that are kind of like categories for our YouTube videos. And the reason she says she did that was because when we're looking at like the overall view, we can see the different colors and we can make sure that I'm not just recording videos about teacher stuff, or I'm not just recording videos about passive income. I'm doing a variety of different topics. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is we have a template. So anytime we're ready to start a new YouTube video process, she has this template here that has like all of the tasks that we typically do. She can just duplicate that and then just fill it in with the date and the title, and then it's ready to go for the next video. So we're not creating that from scratch. Okay, the podcast one is very similar, although we do have interview ideas here. So anytime like I think of something that I want to do, or I think of someone that I want to interview, I can put that here so we don't forget and it's all in one place. And then same thing. Here is a one that we're recording. Emily adds this, so when we are recording it, a Zoom link if it's an interview, the main topic we're talking about, interview questions, the bio that they give us. So we have, anytime someone is being interviewed, we send them a Google form and they fill out their bio, what they want to talk about, and then Emily creates questions from that. Again, if you're a solopreneur, you could just do all this, but let me just give you a little pro tip. If you don't have a team yet, which is fine, you will eventually have someone, a VA, someone as you grow. Record yourself doing things. So if you have a podcast and you don't have a team member, record how you get people to tell you about themselves for the interview. Like, how do you figure out who they are and how they can help people? How do you find questions for them? Record yourself, screen record. And then when you hire someone, you already have those videos and you can just hand them off and say, here's how I do things. Now you can start doing them. I'm telling you, it's going to save you so much time. I didn't do that in the beginning, and it was a lot for me to hire new people. Okay, so we have similar subtasks. So pre-recording, recording, post-recording. There are more tasks in post-recording for the podcast because we have to edit the audio, create show notes, and we also create a blog post. We schedule it in our podcast host. We schedule it in my website. We put the audio in Google Drive, the video in Google Drive, and then we also schedule it in YouTube. So that is for my podcast. And then again, you can just drag and drop as they are done. So that is the podcast. And then for Instagram. So for Instagram, it's a little more, it's simpler, I guess you could say. So what we do for Instagram is we just go week by week. And so this is for 1 week. So what I do right now is I create the content plan in a Google Doc. I can show you that. So here is the Google Doc. I just have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I don't know why there's 2 Wednesdays. That's fine. Maybe we posted twice that day. And then what we'll do is I will create the plan that's assigned to me. And then I have a team member who is my social media manager. She creates the graphics and the videos. Then she saves them to Google Drive. So you can see that there's no guesswork as to the next step, and we don't skip any steps. Like, it's obvious that, yeah, after you make the videos, you got to put them somewhere, but we make sure to put every single step in Asana so that there's no guesswork and so that no one misses a step and everyone works together. And that's especially important as you hire more people. Then she reassigns the task to me so that I can review all of the posts. Then once I approve them, I check that off, and then she schedules the posts. So we do that for every week. Okay, so those are the projects that we do. We also have a one-on-one project for Emily and I. So every week I meet with my online business manager, and we discuss data. We discuss, what's going on, what we need to do for the week, and she kind of like directs, where we're going, what I need to be working on. And so anything that I just need to tell her will go inside of this one-to-one. And then any tasks that we need to discuss for our meeting go in there. So like things for the next meeting, things we need to do, internal operations, miscellaneous future, everything goes in there. And that just really keeps us organized for like the overall arching direction of the business, so that we always kind of have like a North Star, like where are we going, what are we working towards, and that helps us. Then we have a company calendar, and this is just kind of like where everything is held. So any events that we have going on, launches, flash sales, those go here. I have everyone's birthday on my team so that I can make sure to send them a birthday present. I have been putting weekly emails in here too. We may eventually have like an email project, but right now I'm doing my weekly emails and we're kind of testing some new things. So I just put it here. And the reason I like to put it here is because I have a customer service manager who answers my email. So if I send an email, someone replies back and they're not sure like what the heck they're talking about, they can go to my weekly email and, oh, Lindsay emailed about this. This is what this person is asking about. And then we have like just the content that's going on. So what YouTube videos are being published, what podcasts are being published, what's coming up. And then if anyone needs time off, they can put that here so we know when people will be at work and when they won't be at work. And I think that's everything. I mean, I have a personal one. I'm not going to show you that because there might be some embarrassing things on there, but I put things like schedule a doctor's appointment, take my kid to the dentist, work out, clean my makeup brushes. I have that on there. I'm telling you, I put everything in here because if I don't, then I don't remember. Oh, and another cool thing is you can have recurring tasks. So I try to clean my makeup brushes once a month. So I can put it in there once and then I can make it a recurring task. Let me just show you that. Let me just show you how to make a task. So I'm going to go back to my home and I'm going to create a task. And I'm going to call it clean makeup brushes. I can put it in a project. So this would be personal. And then I can add a date, and then I can also set it to repeat. So I want to do it every month on the second Tuesday. That's fine. Create task, and then it'll be in my tasks, and I can make sure that I do that. So now I see that here. Once I check it off, it'll automatically be reassigned to me the next month, so I know to do it. And that's a great way to just keep up with things. So if you need to check data every month or every week, add that as a recurring task. Another thing that you can do with the pro version that you can't do with the free version is add times. So if I have like a meeting that I want to make sure I don't forget, then I can have, let me just show you this. Okay, so meeting with team. So I can say today, and I can say I want it to be at 2 p.m. And you can also add, I believe, an end time. All right, so 12 p.m. Oh, okay, I see. Start time, and then you can have an end or a due date time. So let's say 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I do think you can have a time with the free version, but you can't have like a window of time like 12 to 1. So if I looked at like the calendar version of this, I would see that like block from 12 to 1. Ooh, that's a lot. That stresses me out. That's why I always look at the board or the list version. Okay, so that's pretty much everything with Asana. I hope this was super helpful. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss anything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.